welcome back to Talking Wolves. We're here for a brand new transfer update video, and we're here with a double signing out of nowhere. Hopefully you guys will enjoy today's video. As always, make sure you hit the like button down below, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and today we're going to be talking about Pedro Neto and Bruno Jordao, two new Portuguese signings from Lazio. And we're going to be talking about them a little bit more in depth today, so you guys learn a little bit more knowledge about these two players that we may well see in the old gold and black shirts this season. I remember when, well, last night, I just come back from Belfast today. I remember last night coming out the ground and someone said to me, Dave, obviously he watches the channel, I want you to bring me some good news tomorrow. And I thought, I don't know what he's expecting, because like, what is there? And to be fair, I woke up this morning and this story had been released about these two from an Italian news outlet, basically saying that Lazio needed to sell, and basically Jorge Mendes was a big part of it. And he tried to tap them to Monaco, he tried to tap them to Benfica, and obviously Wolves were the team that they were going to, and it was going to be confirmed over the weekend. And you can always take it with a pinch of salt. A lot of people took it quite personally when I tweeted that out, saying it was a load of rubbish, and it came true, so I'm happy. But these two players, going to talk a little bit more about them. Going to be 100% honest, never heard of them prior to today. But we'll start off with Pedro Neto, the younger out of the two players, currently 19 years of age, but probably the one with the highest potential. Pedro Neto plays as like a winger, but can also play as an attacker, like a striker. He's only small, 5'6", 5'7", but from what I've seen, quite a skillful player as well. Can get his head down and likes to run with the ball too. Now, when you say winger, obviously Wolves don't play with wingers, do they? And you'd expect maybe him to drop back as a wing back, but I think the way he's built and the way he's the way he looks as a player, I don't think he'd be cut out for that. So I think striker would suit him quite well. Moved to Lazio on a permanent deal this summer from Benfica, from Braga, sorry, not Benfica. And he will obviously now move to Wolves on a permanent deal. Sort of similar to the way we did with Benik Afobe. We had Afobe on loan, signed him on a permanent and sold him on within a couple of days. Sort of a similar thing with Lazio. They had both of these players on loan from Braga last season. Going to be honest, they didn't have a great amount of first team games, but they've signed them this summer and they're selling them both on. Neto, though, as I said, highest potential probably out of the pair, and he is Braga's youngest ever league goal scorer. And also, he confessed before he joined Lazio that Manchester United and Barcelona had offers for him, which were turned down. So obviously, he saw his potential much higher, and he wanted to see. But or you know, he wanted game time as well. You know, with these players, there are some at that sort of age that want game time at that young age. At United and at Barcelona, is he going to get it? Probably not. The second player, Bruno Jordao, 20 years of age, a little bit taller at 5'9", central midfielder. And obviously he's taken a very similar path to Neto, moving from Braga to Lazio, exactly the same sort of thing on loan and obviously moving on. Now, it's a really, really strange situation. I've seen a lot of people say it's really Mendes orientated. You know, he's done us a few favours. It's time for us to pay him back and do a favour, move on two of these young lads. They played for Portugal under-20s, Neto as well. He's that Portugal under-20 international, sort of similar to Ruben Vinagre. To be fair, when I was watching some of the clips, he sort of reminded me of Vinagre, how he was playing and so on. But, you know, we've been linked with some of these names across the summer, and it's still taking me a while to think. Every time we link to a big player, there's the discussion, who's he going to come in for? Who's going to get dropped to accommodate him? We've had it with Cutrone, haven't we? And I actually think with this, as long as they are high potential and we're not being used as a team to just give other clubs money and just to, you know, part of this Mendes carousel, I actually think this isn't a bad idea. You have your first team, which is your core 11, core 15 players that you know are going to play week in, week out. These guys, it's been said, Express Star reported that these guys are going to be part of the first team. They're not going to be under-23s players. These guys are going to be fringe first team players. They're going to be with the squad. And I think that's not a bad idea. If they've got high potential, they could come on and prove a point whilst not overly upsetting the current first team, which we all know is a very, very good first team squad. But what do we need? We need depth. And if we are still bringing in these big players, you got potential to upset others then. So as long as these guys are good and have got high potential and they work hard and want to play for Wolves and want to play for the badge, that's all we can ask for. And I think that's not a bad idea. I still expect Wolves to maybe make one more signing perhaps. But it'll be really interesting to see how these boys play. Maybe we'll see one or two of those come on in, where are we? Armenia this weekend, this week coming. I'm looking forward to it. But that was a little bit of an insight on the two players. A fee apparently of just over 20 million for the pair of them put together. So it's another big chunk spent by Wolves. But hopefully this one will pay off. Really looking forward to seeing this young talent. And again, our Portuguese friends giving us that. Be sure to hit the like button down below, guys, if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Apologies if you did watch the Crusaders review yesterday and you thought I was a little bit, tired. It's because I was. I was working on about 3 hours sleep then, and I was towards the end of the day. But today we're back, sort of refreshed, and a double signing. But be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, check us out on all the socials, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, links down below. And until next time, enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys, and I'll see you all very soon.